Hey everybody, Orpheolus here. Welcome back to our Pokemon Sword and Shield. Last time we continued our pursuit for Swordsbird and Shieldbird, encountered them at Witcher's lab, but they made off with a lot of wishing stars, and now are causing a lot more trouble. This time, we gotta help save the remaining 4 gems, but before we do so, one thing I should mention though is that before the Eternatus event, you are only limited to 31 boxes. This is so that way, you are guaranteed to be able to catch Eternatus and keep it in a box. So because of this, we have 32 boxes now. Eternatus unlocks box number 32, so that way you are guaranteed to have Eternatus and not get locked out of that stuff. So yeah, so this time, we're gonna continue our journey across the 4 gems and continuing to, well, save the entirety of the Galar region from another threat. So next up, we're here in Stone Inside Town, continuing our expedition throughout previous explored towns. The first one to note, though, is that this kid has a lot more things, including a Beast Ball. The Beast Ball is this very special ball. It's a very low success rate for catching Pokemon. These things are very hard to come by, so use it wisely. Alright, today's bargain, Black Sludge, okay. I have to buy it anyway, so unlock the next one. So I don't think there's anything new that comes here. Crackpot, I guess. Okay, give me my 11111. So yeah, I want to say that he now has a chance to sell the apricot balls, such as the Dream Ball and all that stuff. He has a chance for you to be able to sell it now, so... Hooray! Hello there, I know a similar guy like you who has a Diglett like this. Except, of course, you have to find 151 of them, and you got one of them for a pretty terrible reward. Alright then, so yeah, so I just want to mention this, though. Ask a little bit about Swordsbird and Shieldbird. So yeah, so... We'll continue down a little bit, but I have a personal theory on their lineage. Just, you know, false kings and all that stuff. So yeah, so our next goal is going to be here inside the gem. Things are going to be a lot more interesting now that we are all alone. Did you come to lend us a hand? Something like that. How's it looking? We just finished getting everyone to safety, so I was about to challenge the Dynamax Pokemon. Nice one, then let's all work together. I'll give you my most heartfelt thanks. We've got several opponents, we may as well take one each. I'll be counting on you all. Here we go. So they are running rampant, which means we are all alone, 1v1 against these very strong Pokemon. Hooray, question mark. Anyways, here is Dynamax Conkeldurr for Pokemon Sword, level 62. I don't know which ability it is, I think it's Guts, but it might be Sheer Force. For the ability Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, Hammer, Arm, and Stone Edge. TLDR, going to hit hard and going to be recovering itself. So this is a one-on-one fight. I think they have lower stats to compensate for the fact that it's one-on-one, so... a little bit beneficial, but it's still a tricky fight. Mostly because Conkeldurr hits very hard. Alternatively, Pokemon Shield will be dealing with Dynamax Dusknoir, level 62 pressure for the ability. Ice Punch, Earthquake, Thunder Punch, and Shadow Punch, so... I think Sword got the harder of the two fights. But thankfully a couple strong Psych Type moves will be enough to take it down. Yeah, Conkeldurr has a very good attack stat. I can't thank you all enough. With your help, the 9X Pokemon have all been returned to normal. I'll keep them safe here in the stadium, so no need to worry. Orph, next time I'll be the one who saves you in the area of need. Give me a call if you ever need a rough spot. Alright, and we get a rare card. Alternatively, Alistairs. If there are other places that need a champion cell, please go look after them. I'll protect the piece of stone inside Stadium with all my might. Alright then. So the reason those red and blue buffoons could make so many Pokemon Dynamax was because they hoarded up so many wishing stars. Things will probably get even tougher from here. We still got 3 more stadiums where there are some Dynamax Pokemon running wild. Let's up the tempo. And that we will, so next up, I don't want to save right now. Well, I'm going to switch around my Pokemon a little bit, I'll bring these two in for now. That should be fine. So we get ourselves another rough fight coming up pretty soon, so... Hooray, everyone is here! So our next fight is going to be here in Balloonlia. It's been such a long time. You know that one town that we had a one-time occurrence that only has 2 houses that we can explore beautiful motif and there's absolutely nothing to do here? Well, spoiler alert, there's still nothing to do here! Yeah, this town once again is disappointingly very small and there's nothing to do here. Even in the post story, nothing really here. Oh hey, it's Bede. You lot. Bede, what about the Dynamax Pokemon? You think I, the elite fairy-type gym leader, would have any kind of trouble? That's right, you're a gym... Yeah, that's right, you're a gym leader now. Though I don't know about the elite or whatever. Please, please, don't tell me you came here to help. First of all, you're a bit late to be of any use, and second, I didn't need any help. I don't know why you'd say something like that. We all came all the way out here to lend a hand. What an obnoxious gym leader. The next gym challenge is shaping up to be a real something. Oleana tricked and used me. From now on, only I decide how I live. And I think what I should do now is have a battle with you, Orph. Look, I'm sorry, mate, but this is hardly the time.
Don't be in such a hurry, boy. You aced my quiz, so show a little composure.
Bede has already quieted 3 Dynamax Pokemon. He's given you the luxury of some extra time. Bede's life wouldn't be bound by any other people say any longer. Although I certainly influenced a few of his decisions not too long ago. Now that you mention, I suppose you did. Yeah. As expected of a wise 88-year-old granny, I guess. But this has nothing to do with Miss Opal. This battle's for me. Now, don't dilly-dally. Your only option is to accept. I'll battle you. My Pokemon and I have been risen from the ashes. I'll grant you a brief glimpse of how amazing we've become. And we have a fight against Gym Leader Bede. Stepping up the pace quite a bit, Bede is starting with Monologue, level 61, Intimidate for the abilities in his Play Rough, Fake Tears, Iron Head, and Crunch. My days as Gym Leader have made me stronger than you. So yes, this fight can be actually a little bit challenging. He has the same gimmick more or less as before as his champion as his previous fights, so same deal, same Pokemon, just higher level, and they actually have good stats now. Like, I think at this point they've given out all the Pokemon like higher EVs and IVs and everything like that. So now they're actually a little bit of a threat. I think for the most part though, they're pretty similar in nature. Alright, our guy's level 68, no need for a Druid Sandstorm. Alright, next up, Gardevoir. I'm switching out because Special Attacker. What do I want to do with Gardevoir? I have you. Why not? Gardevoir is level 61, synchronized for the abilities through Dazzling Gleam, Psychic, Future Sight, and Magical Leaf. A very strong Special Attacker versus a very strong Special Attacker. Well, I think you might be faster. Can you live through my barrage of super strong stuff? I didn't think so. And this is without any special items. Alright, next up is going to be Rapidash. Trying to think here. Do I want to switch out? Why not? Rapidash level 62, passive available for the ability with the moves Smart Strike, Psycho Cut, Dazzling Gleam, and Stomp, so a more diverse move pool too. And plus it's a very never mind, Rockbar is just absolutely amazing at everything. What am I saying? Galarian Darmanitan is one of the best Pokemon ever. There, I said it. Alright, next up is... lastly is going to be Hatterene. You might as well be the strongest champion in Galarian history. I still got ways to go. I'll make sure you draw out every last bit of strength for you, and then triumph. Lastly is Hatterene level 63, Anticipation for the ability with Psychic, Calm Mind, Dazzling Gleam, and Mystical Fire. So a pretty strong Pokemon. However though, he cannot Gigantamax, so we have a little bit of an advantage, I guess. Playing fair, even though I'm using a super strong Pokemon, he's also using some very strong Fairy Pokemon. Alright, level ups for a few. There we go. And defeated Bede once again. This must be some mistake. I mean, I'm the one who's a gym leader. And we obtained 10,000 G from that, so really nice. Thank you for the battle. I cannot accept you as the champion. It was painful to admit, but I've come to realize a few of my weaknesses. But I'll keep getting stronger. I'll reach the pinnacle of what fairy types can really do. And we obtained Bede's rare elite card. Now then, as a gym leader, I will do my duty and clean up the stadium. Now that's what I call a perfectly pink Pokemon battle. And we get Opal's rare elite card too. Even after losing his right to participate in the gym challenge, Bede still found his own way to crash the Champion Cup. Yeah, I'd say he's a force to be reckoned with. I get why he was chosen to be the gym leader. He might be unbearable at times, or really most of all the time, but he's a fierce trainer. Yeah, he takes things really seriously. Yeah, watching him battle you, it was plain to see how much he puts into it. If you both gotta keep talking, how about I fetch you a nice cuppa? Right, I hear you. And I won't be outdone by the Bede or anyone. On to the next one. Orph, you've got to help all the remaining places where these Dynamax Pokemon are running wild. Looks like there's 2 stadiums left to check. Alright then, so we've blasted through another set of challenges. How are we on time? About 13 minutes in? Trying to think here. There's one other thing I was going to mention on one of these routes. I forgot which one it is. I actually don't know which area it is, but I guess since we are going through it, we're going to see the conclusion of kind of Bede's character arc a little bit, and seeing what Oleana is up to now, since, well, Bede kind of mentioned Oleana, and plus there's a lot to do in Surchester and Hammerlock, so I'll save those cities for the next episode. So back here inside the cavern, I don't know where it is. This has been one thing that I've kind of just got off my bike because I expected Pokemon to be in my way. Because supposedly, Oleana is supposed to be somewhere inside the caverns here. I've actually never encountered her before. Like, I know it's a thing, but I've never actually seen them before. I don't know if they spawn in the post story, or yes, after you clear the post story or not. Or which mines it is. It's just, she's somewhere in these mines. Somewhere. Here we are. Oh, the champion! I never thought to run into you in the mines. I have been doing some voluntary community service on Mr. Rose's behalf. Mr. Rose, a long time ago, used to work in a coal mine, you know. That's why I'm actually happy doing this kind of work. Yes, I am so happy. I think I'll give you one of my prized league cards. Don't need to worry. I have 100 copies of Mr. Rose's league card. They're all signed too. And you obtained Rose's rare league card. Champion, thank you for stopping to turn to this. I know Mr. Rose feels the same way, but he was just so worried about the future. So Rose is now in jail. Hooray, I guess! So we can actually look at the, look at the album we have, and we have quite a few of the, rare elite cards, too. I'll kind of look over these in a little bit, but you have all these gym leaders in their, different, designs, I guess. So hooray, you can actually see when I was doing things, like 12:10, and then I took a long break from recordings and such like that. Alright then, so I guess this is kind of a good time to, well, talk about things as we conclude the episode off. You know what, I'll kind of talk about it here in the mine since it's kind of detailed here though. So one thing I just kind of want to mention though is that we screwed over Galar. So, more exactly, Rose really screwed over Galar. So we kind of saw in the Rose Tower that there's a lot of different departments of Rose. There's, or I guess not Rose, Marcos Cosmos. They have an aviation port. They have a, insurance. They have a lot of different aspects to them too. However though, because of Rose's actions causing the Darkest Day, more than likely the authorities are going to be heavily investigating Marcos Cosmos a lot of lawsuits are going to come up too for all the damage that came up. And really, with the CEO kind of gone, that stuff, the company is probably going to collapse underneath itself just because of all the scandals that's going on. And the fact that Marco Cosmos has been influencing a lot of different things, who knows what the future is going to bring. Because of all this, though, the Gym Cup might be heavily modified. Someone might buy them out. All the other fun stuff. What else could there possibly be? The energy is probably the big one. There was a big power plant there, and really, we caused a lot of damage there thanks to Eternatus. So because of that, the energy future, we kind of accelerated that energy collapse. It might not be during our time, but maybe really soon. Some heavy things might happen really soon, like blackouts across the region and all that stuff, unless there's like alternative power plants there too, like the coal plant that was on the other route. And all that fun stuff. Trying to see what else is there. Aviation. Well, I mean, there's the taxi service, but a lot of other aspects of it too will be heavily taken down. And the fact that Leon converted their main HQ into a battle tower means that they are heavily split up. So, really, we've done a lot of damage to the Glar region. Rose, he was trying to do good, but in the end, he kind of screwed everyone over. Kind of sad fact, though, is that despite these mega companies being all heavily rampant, taking over everything, being absolutely terrible people, really, if they were to collapse, there would be heavy economic impact about all that stuff. And really, Glar is probably going to go into a depression recession, at least. So, hooray! I know recently I've been playing games that take place after the apocalypse, but I didn't think about actually triggering one. Oops. So I guess with that kind of negative thing out of the way, we managed to do a little bit of progress this episode. We did a couple more gems saving things over, and meeting up with some old friends and enemies. Next time, Pokemon Sword and Shield, we'll tackle the last 2 gems and potentially seeing a super boss. I will see you all then.